What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna do a full breakdown of my new mid-range slasher. A lot of you guys have been wanting this build. I mean, I have never got so many crazy contact dunks on any build before, except for this one. This build could truly do everything on offense, has a high ball handle, very good shooting, high driving dunk. I mean, it's a true demigod on the offensive side, but I'm gonna save that for the clips. Once you see like the gameplay and the clips I show you, you're definitely gonna want this build. But before we get into the build, make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. Turn that noti bell so you never miss a stream or a video. And if you're one of the first people to comment noti gang or noti squad, I will be putting your name on the screen just like these beautiful people right here. And without further ado, I'm gonna stop the yapping. Let's get straight into some gameplay. Now I'm gonna show some more gameplay while we're talking about the build, but before we get into the builder, I just want to show you a quick comp game. As you can see, these are some tryhards, your typical tryhards. I just want to show you how dominant this build truly is. Keep in mind, this is when I just made the build. I took it to park. This is like 10 games into the park, and I'm already going crazy. I just want to show you how dominant this build truly is. But after this gameplay, you know what I'm saying, we'll jump into the builder. I'll get y'all boys right. But so we end up getting the ball back after he misses. I got him jumping, you know what I'm saying, a little midi fade. Now with this build, the midi fade will always be there. Like the midi fade, you have a high mid range, so you could realistically just like fade all game, bunch of middies. You also have a high driving dunk, as you can see. That dunk meter is big as hell, I ain't gonna lie. So you could fade, you could dunk, and you could dribble. Like you could really do everything on this build. As you can see, I'm cooking up. I dot my boy Penumbra. Yes, this build could also pass, so you could dot your teammates. Basically, with this build, I want to be as dominant as possible on the offensive side. Now, snatchback green, yes sir. Come on now. Come on now. You don't gotta play defense if you don't give up the ball. Speaking of the defense, you guys probably think this build has terrible defense. I don't know how he got that steal, but listen, you probably think this build has some terrible defense. It really doesn't. Once we get to the builder, you're gonna see the defense is actually pretty solid. My boy Penumbra with the block, flying in, helped me on defense, and I green a midi fade. It's already 12-0. I am yet to miss a shot. On offense, bro, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be cooking. It does not matter if you have a lock on you. It doesn't matter who's on you. It's gonna be a straight cook session. Hey! Like, you could midi fade or you could dunk. Those are your two options that are like guaranteed buckets. You don't really have to do that, but you could just dribble up, shoot threes. You could do whatever you want on this build. You really could do whatever you want. Look at, oh my god, got them bullet jumping, contested midi fade. Like, come on, man. This build is broken. This build is so broken, I'm not gonna lie. It's 16-0. This is a very quick game. This game went by in like 3 minutes, no cap. Right now I'm cooking, you feel me? I don't know what I want to do, but step back, green bean, like come on fam. Don't tell me you don't want to make this build. And I'm telling you right now, the defense is not even bad. Once we get to the builder, the defense is really not that bad. As dominant as you are on offense, you would think the defense is terrible, but it's actually pretty solid. This might low-key be my main build for a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know I have a build addiction. I make builds like every day, but this might be my main build for a little bit. But it's 20-0. So look at, they double teaming me, so I just dot my boy Penumbra for the game winner. But without further ado, let's get straight into the builder. I know you guys want to know how to make this build, so let's get straight to it. Alright, so now for the build, it's going to be a point guard 6'6", 180 with a 7'2" wingspan. 7'2" wingspan is not maxed out, it's just 1 inch less than maxed out. You know what I'm saying? Because we want that 90 midi. But with a long wingspan, you low-key be clamping on defense. Like the defense is alright on this build, but because you have such a long wingspan, it's actually pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. Starting off with the finishing, where you have a 90 for driving dunk. Now, as you can see from these clips, I have never got so many rare contact dunks on any other build. Actually, low-key, my selection playmaker be getting just as much contact dunks, but overall, 94 driving dunk is extremely broken in this game. Like, it's truly broken, I'm not gonna lie. I really be throwing people around the court. It's crazy. It's such an advantage, especially if you know how to use the dunk meter. If you're gonna make this build, learn how to use the dunk meter. If you don't know how to use the dunk meter, it's definitely worth learning how to use it. It's broken. It's extremely broken. To finish off the finisher, we're going to go with the 40 standing dunk. Just move that up by 1. And let's move over to the vertical. Move this up to an 82. So you can see you get gold posterizer and an 82 vertical. Gets you elite contact dunk. So we're going to need that 82 vertical. Now to move up to the shooting, we're going to have a 90 mid-range. A 90 mid-range will allow us to get gold blinders, gold deadeye, gold catch and shoot, gold green machine, gold space creator, Hall of Fame comeback kid, gold Garda, gold mini magician, Hall of Fame open looks. So basically every single badge or every single shooting badge, gold or Hall of Fame. The shooting on this build doesn't matter if it's a midi fade or a standing 3-point. You're gonna be shooting lights out. Like with Hall of Fame open looks, gold green, like you have the best shooting badges on gold or Hall of Fame. Now for the 3-pointer, you have a 76 3-pointer. Don't get discouraged by that. A 76 is more than enough. I'm telling you right now, as you can see from the gameplay, I hit shot after shot after shot. It's really easy to shoot in this game with the right jump shot. If you guys need a jump shot, I just posted a jump shot video for every 3-pointer, so you know what I'm saying, go make sure to check that out. Or you can wait for another jump shot video. I usually be posting a lot of jump shot videos, but if you have the right jump shot, this is more than enough 3-pointer to hit shots consistently. I'm telling you right now. Now on to the playmaking. You're gonna have a 93 ball handle. Now 93 ball handle, you're gonna get a lot of good badges, but it's not showing up. So let's do our physicals real quick. Let's move over to our physicals real quick. We have an 86 speed for gold speed booster, a 73 acceleration, max out the stamina, and as you can see, oh wait, we need to do the ball handle, not the ball handle, the speed with ball. This is gonna be an 83. Okay, so now we're good. Now I can show you all the playmaking badges. Gold handles for days, gold killer combos, gold speed booster, gold unpluckable, Hall of Fame ankle breaker. So you get all the important badges on gold or Hall of Fame. You also get silver blow by. So as far as playmaking, you're gonna be able to dribble like crazy. You're gonna be like a dribble guy, but you have the best 6 in the game with a 93 ball handle. You're gonna have a really good dribble style with the 83 speed with ball. Like you should definitely have no problem getting open with a 93 ball handle. A 93 ball handle is truly elite in this game if you have the right 6. Now for the pass accuracy, you're gonna have an 80 pass accuracy. That should be more than enough to dot your teammates. It's nothing crazy, but the 80 pass accuracy is actually more than a lot of like comp guards. A lot of comp guards run like a 77 pass accuracy, but you have an 80, which is slightly better. So you're definitely gonna be able to dot your teammates in the corner. All right, now we have like 4 overalls to spare. We're gonna put all that on defense. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but we're gonna move the perimeter defense up to a 77, which is pretty solid. You know, enough for clamps. 94 feet, challenger on bronze, fast feet on bronze. Nothing crazy, but at least you get something. Now for the steal, it's only gonna be a 37, move that down. For the block, it's gonna be a 78, which is pretty good. I know you don't get anchor because this build is 6'6", but you do get a lot of blocks. And you get chase out artists on silver, which is pretty solid. You don't really need an anchor to get blocks. I mean, it helps obviously, but without anchor, a 78 block is still very, very solid. You're definitely gonna get your blocks, best believe that. Now for the interior defense, we'll move this up to a 63. And then lastly, you could put this last attribute on strength, move the strength up to a 50. So overall, offensively, this build is amazing. I ain't gonna lie, offensively, this build is amazing. Defensively, you know, so you got something to work with here. You're not just like a little play shot. You know, them little play shots be having like a 53 perimeter defense. They have nothing, but you got a 77 perimeter, a 78 block, a 63 interior, and you're most likely gonna have like a popper or a lockdown on your team just to help you out a little bit. You know, I mostly use this build for 2s, so I have like a lockdown or like a popper in the corner that can help me on defense a little bit. But offensively, the other team shouldn't even get the ball if you're playing 2s. Offensively, you're gonna be able to score every single bucket with ease. You're gonna have so many different ways to score, and overall, this build just looks really, really solid. I'm definitely gonna have a lot of fun playing on this build for the rest of the year, but just keep in mind you could always make changes to my builds, you know what I'm saying? But if you make changes and your build comes out trash, that's on you. I ain't gonna lie, that's on you. Just look at my build as like a template and make your own changes. But overall, this build is very solid. Now for the build name, you already seen the build name, but you know what I'm saying? It's actually pretty tough. Mid-range slasher. Now, mid-range slasher, I don't see a lot of mid-range slashers nowadays, but hey man, we're gonna make them poppin' now, you know what I'm saying? Definitely make this mid-range slasher. You will have a load of fun on this build. That's gonna do it for the end of today's video. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and hopefully you guys end up making and enjoying this build. This build is tough, but without further ado, I'm out for today, man. Peace.